Hi there and welcome to Mark Bayeski YouTube channel. Today's topic is grief. Um, Over the years I've sat in front of many thousands of people who have come to me to try and find not only answers but try to at least be able to move on in life when coming to terms with having to say goodbye to a soulmate, a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a child, our beautiful four-legged friends. I would say it's probably one of the most challenging moments of my life to be able to sit there in front of somebody and feel their pain and suffering, to be able to want to help them. You know what I mean when you're sat with somebody who's in so much pain and it's so difficult for us to be able to help them. And some people react with sheer negativity and they don't mean to. For instance, the male energy. It doesn't know how to react to that when confronted by it. So often you'll hear, "Oh, come on, you'll be all right." And that's not their fault. It's just that they just don't know how to handle that. So we must always remember that certain people in this world just don't have that energy to be able to understand how to help and heal at that given moment. But the problem is, grief isn't about helping and healing in that moment. Grief is about going through a certain process. Those days where the pain is so bad and the other days they're not so bad, and life changes but will never be the same. Things will always be different, but we learn to live with that difference, that energy of not having our loved ones by our side to hold and hug. Grief is a very personal thing and you can't categorize it, you can't put it into boxes, and you certainly can't say to somebody when you will be better and when you won't, and it's impossible, because grief for me is what we come here to experience. It sounds awful, because why would you want to come here and experience grief and the loss of somebody? Well, my belief to that is that part of this ever-growing world of people who come here to experience the teachings and the understandings of different emotions, grief is one of those things that we come to learn. And what do we get from grief? You would probably say nothing apart from pain and suffering. And yet it is that very pain and suffering that makes you who you are, that makes you stronger in life, that makes you understand and become more sympathetic. It helps you go into the heart more. It helps open your heart more. It helps you understand that there is more to life than eating, drinking, sleeping and working. Grief is a terrible thing, but yet it's also a blessing in disguise. If today that you are feeling grief because you've lost somebody that you love, or even after 10 years you still feel that sharpness, that pain, as if it was still yesterday, you are in my heart. And all I want to say to you is, the pain that you feel makes you a beautiful soul. It makes you special. And if the spirit world is around you and looking down and kissing you and holding you now in their arms the way that they can only do, they do that because of how much you love them and how much you care for them and how much you will always remember them in your thoughts and feelings and your daily actions. That, my dear friends, is a beautiful thing. So let's turn the word grief into love, true love. Love for the people, your family and friends that you will never forget, that you will always hold them in your heart dearly. And yes, you will always feel this heartache, this emotion which is so powerful, yet makes you so amazing. So today, clear the word grief and turn it into love, because that's all you're doing. You're feeling love from your heart for the person that you will never forget for the rest of this life of yours. And I wouldn't change that for a moment. And I would not, never tell you to become stronger and don't let that emotion affect you. Never let that emotion affect you. Feel that, because it's always there as a measuring stick to how much you love or loved. You're in my heart and soul. I love you all. Keep going. Be you. And never change. And never look at yourself and think that you're weak. The strongest souls in the world feel the most pain. Have a lovely day.